Greetings, people of the world! Matthew back with you here at Overall Autism for the finale of Let's Play Shovel Knight. And last time, we were able to complete the second part of the Tower of Fate, as we were able to gain victory in our rematch with all 8 members of the Knights of the Order of No Quarter. And that now leaves us with a clear shot to the Enchantress's lair. But, to get there, it will not be easy. I mean, after all, this is the last stage, and in practice, let me assure you, I died a lot. And I do mean a lot. I just hope that when the lights are on and the camera's rolling, I do not suck so much. But we'll see what happens. Let's go take on the Enchantress and finish her once and for all. Dig in. The main course has arrived. So, to get ourselves forward, we have to actually use the shovel to clear ourselves a path. Doesn't matter where you hit it, just as long as you hit it somewhere. Then you have to deal with this ridiculous block puzzle, where everything is flying at you, and in addition to that, you gotta keep yourself alive! Cause yeah, you touch the lava, you die! And yeah, this took me a lot of tries to clear this puzzle. Even though I know it is pattern-based, I still have trouble with it because I always forget where stuff is going to fly to and when stuff is going to fly to. Because as you can see, it just chases you for forever. But now that we've successfully cleared that, we now are going to drop some more. If you thought that first part was bad, well, as you can see, we now have blocks that only disappear when you get close to them. And as you go along, you have to pretty much step very slowly and gingerly and allow the blocks to show themselves. But in some instances, you can just go a little too far and you can slip right off the block. Case in point. Okay, got through there. Now let's try and make sure I don't slip off a block this time. And this game likes to troll you like that. Especially right here at the end, because as I said before, this is the last stage. Alright, now in this instance we have to take a leap of faith. To do it again, I have to keep doing it. But once you start seeing candles, you can just run, because you don't have to deal with that crap anymore. Thank God. So, you just run right to the Enchantress's lair. And thankfully, they give you a checkpoint before you go ahead and confront her. So, where's the Enchantress? Well, she's resting over by the windowsill. It's a beautiful night, isn't it? Shield Knight, come with me. Let us leave this place. What? Yeah, for those of you who remember back to episode 1, in the prologue cutscene, when they said a cursed amulet wrought a terrible magic, well, guess what happened? Said cursed amulet turned Shield Knight into the Enchantress. How pitiful, clinging to false hope, chasing ghosts. So have you come to slay me, knight, to avenge your beloved? Gaze into my eyes, see how fearful I am. Watch me cower as you draw your blade. I don't need a blade to fight evil. Shield Knight, I know you aren't lost forever. You haven't the slightest hope of defeating me, but I won't stop you from trying. So please, let us dance together into the abyss! And so, it's now on against Shield Knight, who opens with a volley of fireballs that you can shoot back at her to get some good damage. And then she'll do a rapid fire, too. And she'll start tricks like this, where she'll try and set the platform on fire. And then she'll start taking the platform away from you, putting you further at a disadvantage. Then she'll start flying around like this. This is another thing she can do. Now this next part is really tough because you gotta run! You gotta run because she'll start taking more of the platform away. But here's where you can put it back to your advantage. If you step correctly, she'll put the platform back. But you have to time the jump. Here we go again. Oh, nice dodge. Just try and pelt her as much as I can with a shovel. And start flying again. And get ready for the frenzy. Alright, now I gotta put the platform back. Yeah, I mean, based on mechanics, she doesn't seem hard, but obviously, it's how you position yourself and the way you handle this fight that will ultimately determine whether you win or lose. And thank you for walking right into my fireball. And thank you for allowing me to kill you with one easy strike. Alright, so it only took me 4 attempts this time. During practice, I was in the, like, almost double digits. But now, the curse is broken, and Shield Knight is saved. So you know what we gotta do. Save her! You caught me! If only I had known, I would have come sooner. You knew I was still there, even though it seemed hopeless. You never gave up on me. I will never give up on you. I will follow you to the end of the world. It appears that maybe you have. What's happening? Oh no, when the amulet shattered, the magic within it was released. It's already gathering. It will escape and wreak havoc on everything. Unless we stop it. Unless we stop it, we can destroy it for good here and now. But we're both weak from battle. I've never been more ready. Come on, Shovel Knight. Let's fight together like old times. Now stay close to me. Yes, because once Shield Knight and the Enchantress are separated, the real Enchantress reveals herself. And yeah, she's a lot bigger and more intimidating. So let's get my money back first, even though I don't really need it. So, Enchantress has this series of electrical ball patterns that you have to try and dodge, and it's not easy because every hit you take takes one full piece of health off of you. And you notice that the only way you can attack the Enchantress is in the head, which is why Shield Knight jump it into the air and raise her shield to serve the platform so I can get multiple hits on the Enchantress. Then she'll do attacks like this. You think you can't avoid them? Well, that's what Shield Knight is for! And thank goodness for that. And, well, we're off to a good start so far, but be careful because, yeah, she'll start taking the platform away. Ooh! Oh, Shield Knight, you put me in a good opportunity to get some score, but in that instance, I'm not even gonna try, because she's all the way on the far end, and any attempt to make an attack on her would be absolutely pointless. Pretty much the same deck over here. Oh! Shield Knight, you're badly positioned again. But, thankfully, she protects me, as she always does, thankfully. Oh! Oh no! Yeah, that will happen. It's not just specifically her head that will hurt you when she comes crashing down like that. It includes her horned crown too. And that served as the bulk for a lot of my deaths in practice. Oops. Yeah, I blew a golden opportunity there. Yeah, and that's the thing, though. Because of the recoil on the energy balls, it's really difficult to be able to avoid them when they swing back on you. And Shield Knight, whenever you're ready, thank you. This is why these two work together so much. It's because she's such a reliable ally. Oh! Bad spot, Shield Knight. You're on the wrong side. And there we go. Huh, and I even slash her in the face. Nice. Now, I have the advantage here. If I can keep it. Oh, Shield Knight. Sorry, I didn't see that. Oh, crap. Yeah, this time I'm forced to take the damage. And to play it safe, I will use an Ichor Renewal. Just in time for the Enchantress to do that. Can I stay on her? Ah, one hit away! And for those of you who are wondering, I cannot use the Throwing Anchor here. But we got the win! The Enchantress is defeated! It's over, Shovel Knight! This place is falling apart! We have to get out of here! Let's go. Yeah, but before he complete what he was saying, shh, and then Black Knight returns. Shield Knight! Black Knight, thank goodness you're here! Shovel Knight is wounded! Take him and get outside! No, I can't leave you behind. How will you escape? This magic is too strong. I can't hold out much longer. Run, you can't deflect it. It will tear you apart. I'm so happy I got to see you both one last time. Shield Knight! Go! Take Shovel Knight! Save him! Promise me you'll save him! Yeah, we better go, cause Shield Knight is willing to sacrifice herself to make things right. Yeah, it's rumbling out there as the skies are very gloomy. But, having successfully defeated the Enchantress, everyone from the village has come out to see the Tower of Fate go down Castlevania style, and everyone celebrates! As only they know how. So, what happened in the layers of the Order of No Quarter? Well, over at Primor Keep, lair of King Knight, the rightful king has returned, and King Knight has been reduced to scrubbing floors. While over at Truffle Pond, yeah, we get to go to a whole bunch of different locations. And not surprisingly at Truffle Pond, everyone is celebrating. Including this new friend, with the green hair, who certainly knows how to dance up a storm. I mean, she's with friends who know how to dance. While over at the Lich Yard, the lair of Spectre Knight, yeah, they're certainly very excited about what's going on, because it looks like Spectre Knight is going to get to entertain Mona. Yeah, couldn't quite keep up with that one. Meanwhile, over at the Iron Whale, where Treasure Knight was, looks like a whole bunch of people have come to collect his debt. Because the ill-gotten gains have been reclaimed. And here, your share. I don't want it! I don't want anything to do with any of you! While at the Explodatorium, Plague Knight's lair, the clones are still running around, and people are still throwing bombs. As it looks like he's teaching an advanced potion class, so to some of the more well-known characters in the village, because as you can see, it certainly looks like he has reformed. And the same can also be said for Mole Knight over in the Lost City, because it looks like he's now leading various excavations and expeditions. I mean, with someone as skilled as he is at digging, I mean, who else other than Shovel Knight would you want to do that sort of thing? And of course, over the journey we got to meet various samurai and a whole bunch of other people, including this crazy set of people who certainly were up for a challenge, and we certainly took it to them too. While at the flying machine, Propeller Knight, they get to enjoy their Mile High Club service, because he's living the life carefree, and he has so many admirers. That has to make him smile and laugh. And also, over at Clockwork Tower, Tinker Knight's lair, he too has shown how he is reformed, because he gets to make toys for children now. And he gets to do it with the people from the Aerial Anvil, even if he is still a klutz. And as far as the last member of the Order of No Quarter is concerned, Polar Knight over at the stranded ship, well, nothing is said about him other than the fact that it looks like he has given up on his ambitions to have Shovel Knight join the Order of No Quarter because it's no more, because the Enchantress is no more. So, after the dust is settled, Black Knight puts Shovel Knight down by a conveniently placed campfire. Safe at last. I kept my promise, Shield Knight. And so, rest well, Shovel Knight, until we meet again. And so away he goes. Hope Shovel Knight wakes up and hopefully in time to prevent a forest fire. And so, there it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have completed Shovel Knight! Glad to have put this one out after having to wait over an entire year for this game to finally be available on the PlayStation Network. As I mentioned before, this game was available on Xbox consoles and on the Wii U, but it wasn't yet available to people playing PlayStation. So, for those of us who have been left out in the dark for the longest time and wondering when this game, if it ever was going to be available for us, thank you to the people at Yacht Club Games for doing right by us and finally introducing this game to PSN. You don't know how long we've been waiting for this one, because so many great things have been made about this game and talked about in terms of this game. I mean, how can you not want to be anticipating something like this if you don't have the right console? But I'm glad that I've now gotten access, and yeah, they even credit the people from Nintendo, Sony, and even Microsoft, because of course all the consoles are now involved. But as you can see, this was quite a significant project for a game that was meant to pay homage to 8-bit games. And it certainly did that quite well. I'm certainly fortunate to have had the chance to get the opportunity to at least practice the game beforehand before I started throwing myself headlong into a lot of trouble. Thankfully, the large majority of my deaths came at the last part in the battle with the Enchantress, and actually right in the little prologue area before that, because you saw how challenging that area was with the flying blocks and then the leap of faith area. You really gotta know what you're doing when you're trying to take on a thing like that. Yeah, you made this happen. Yeah, this is known as a Kickstarter project. There are various games that have been coming out and are currently out there right now that will be to come that have been introduced by a company called Kickstarter. Various people come forward with their ideas, and then they get the opportunity, if their idea is good enough, to put it out, and it is all funded by the public. It is not actually made by any big name video game developers. It is, as I mentioned before, it is all about what the public does and how they support it. So I feel very grateful to have had this opportunity to play an indie game like this, because you really don't get much of a chance to do so. So we certainly have had our fair share of deaths, including. But honestly, I don't remember dying 6 times in the Lich Yard. I really don't remember dying 6 times in the Lich Yard. That's surprising to me. And they give you your final stats. 83% completion. That can be attributed to most of the fact that I did not get 14 sheets of music. I was not able to find 14 sheets of music, but hey, I can't really complain with how well I did. So, with that, we get to bring Shovel Knight to a close, and we get to move on to our next Let's Plays, including Final Fantasy XIV Heaven's Ward, starting up in a couple of weeks. So, how do we close this? Is she walking back to me? Yes, she's walking back to me. Oh, pretty woman. Yep, Shield Knight survived and gets to spend the night with Shovel Knight, possibly forever. And so, with that, we do get the happy ending we were looking for after all. So, I'd like to thank everyone for watching Let's Play Shovel Knight, and I look forward to seeing all of you in my next Let's Plays. So, until next time everyone, this is Matthew at Novora Autism, saying take care, and I'll see you soon.